Speaker, while this government plays cat and mouse with Alberta's energy sector, putting current investments at risk and future economic expansion in serious doubt, the agriculture and forestry sectors continue to generate good news. Winnipeg-based Patterson Grain recently announced plans to invest some $25 million to build an export terminal near Bowden. It will have 55,000 tons of capacity and a high-speed unloading system that can empty 150 rail cars in 7 hours. To the Agriculture Minister, since being elected over 1 year ago, what specific initiatives has this government taken to improve our capacity to move grain by rail?
Minister of Economic Development.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I'll thank the member for the question, and that was very good news. Quite frankly, Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Agriculture and Forestry has not only been engaging with stakeholders across this province, but also has been advocating for increasing our trade opportunities, quite frankly, with our trading partners internationally. Again, Alberta is an export-based province, and it's absolutely critical not only to our grain sector, but also for our beef producers, our pork producers, and other producers to get their products to market.
That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that this is not the only major agricultural project that has been unveiled in recent months, with Grains Connect Canada proposing to build a 35,000-ton capacity handling facility outside of Innisfail, and given that further economic diversification in this province will be dependent on innovative, community-based economic development initiatives, to the Minister, what specific initiatives has this government taken to maximize opportunities throughout rural Alberta and expand the value chain for Alberta-made and Alberta-produced goods?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'll thank the member for the question. And I think it's important to note that we do have some healthy sectors, unlike the official opposition that that seems to only condemn one. Quite frankly, Mr. Speaker, there are a number of initiatives that the Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and I are working on. Again, looking at working with not just our producers, but also with our different sectors. In our budget that we tabled, we have $10 million going toward regional economic development, and so there are a number of projects that we are working with the different REITs throughout the province on.
Second supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that the still burning fires in northern Alberta are affecting forestry operations and threatening sawmills, and given that significant stands of white spruce have been lost to the inferno and some operations may be forced to downsize, to the Minister, what specific assistance is this government providing forest producers, and how is this government protecting forestry transportation infrastructure so that the forestry industry can continue to be a multi-billion-dollar contributor to Alberta's economic history?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll thank the member again for his question. First and foremost, as the Minister of Municipal Affairs has pointed out, all hands are on deck as far as trying to protect our infrastructure assets up in northern Alberta, and that includes our sawmills and our assets in the forestry sector. We do recognize that because of the size of the fire, quite a large amount of our fibre has burnt up. I know the Minister of Agriculture Forestry is working with our partners in the forestry sector to look at ways that our government can provide assistance to them. Thank you.